So I'm in the office today working on a couple of projects around coding some educational software. But one of the things that I wanted to answer, or one of the things I wanted to discuss is, should we be teaching students how to code from an early age? And I think this is a big question because it's quite, common now to say, oh, students should be coding really early on, and that's become like forced into the national curriculum. Probably not in the best way to really educate, people on how to actually teach this kind of thing. But the big question for me is, what advantage is there to actually getting students to code really early on? The coding, learning the language of coding is not a massive difficulty. Don't get me wrong, it's got complexities. The hardest thing is learning how to problem solve. So getting an idea and working out how to build the code to solve that problem that you've got an idea around. Now, do we actually need to teach them a certain language? If you learn Python, you might go and work in a job where you end up using Ruby. If you learn C#, you might end up in a job where you're programming actually in PHP. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't give students the time to actually look at what coding is, find out more about it, that kind of thing. And there's a great website I just want to mention called code.org that's completely free, and basically you can use that with your classes. Really fantastic tool just to get students introduced to coding. But I don't think we should really stress massively about making sure they learn a language. You hear about students that build systems that are able to look at biopsies of tissues to identify if there's any cancer cells within them, and this is like way better than the eye can solve, and things like that. And this doesn't necessarily come from the understanding of how to code. As I say, the code bit is not the difficult bit. The problem is solving the problem and working out a way to do that. Now, I don't know what approaches you're taking in school to get students introduced to coding and the whole aspect of problem solving, but it'd be great to hear from you to see what you're doing in your classroom.